Media texts, a whole range of media texts, ranging from women's magazines all the way through to lifestyle television, promote the ideology of conspicuous consumption. Now, the ideology of conspicuous consumption is based around the notion that you can become a member of the upper class by purchasing the right things. So if you purchase the latest fashions, the most stylish car, all of those sorts of things, have the latest technology, all of those sorts of things, you can become a member of the upper class, or you can improve your socioeconomic status. And this is where the idea of the cashed up bogan comes in to play in an Australian context. However, the belief that you've made it because of what you can buy once again blinds us to structural inequalities that, to a certain extent, it is your class position is predetermined, and it is actually quite difficult to transcend your class position. And the financial success that allows these purchases to be made can quite often be fleeting. So if we look at the cashed up bogan as kind of a cultural category, their wealth is dependent upon the success of the building industry and the mining industry. So industries which are the success of which are completely out of their hands. So it's very much based on a bourgeoisie proletariat relationship in which the power between the bourgeoisie and the proletariat, our cashed up bogans, is very, very unequal and inequitable. And this is emphasized, and is increasingly going to be emphasized, through the rise of precarious employment. So I probably don't need to really explain the notion of precarious employment to a bunch of university students, because you live it pretty much every day if you've got a job. So precarious employment is the idea that employment is, or jobs are increasingly going to be based around short-term contracts with very few benefits in terms of like holidays, sick pay, those sorts of things. Contracts that can be terminated at any moment. The rise of what is called the, euphemistically I think, is called the gig economy. So things like Uber, Fedora, food delivery, those sorts of things, where you earn money based on the need of other people for a service that you can provide. So unless you are able to have a qualification and get a job that allows you a steady income stream and a stable form of employment, which, let's face it, that's why you're at university to a greater or lesser extent, your employment possibilities are increasingly going to be short-term, not necessarily full-time, and quite limited in terms of benefits.